Hey Virgo, come sit with me for a moment because I just pulled some cards for you, and honestly, the energy here is really speaking to me. I've been thinking about your journey lately, and when I asked the cards about who will come into your life once your heart is truly free, they had so much to say. This isn't about rushing or forcing anything. It's about understanding what's unfolding for you right now. So I shuffled the deck with you in mind, Virgo, and let me tell you, the first card that came through took my breath away. The Hanged Man appeared, and I had to sit with this for a second because this card is profound. You know what this tells me? You're in a complete transformation right now. The Hanged Man isn't about being stuck, even though it might feel that way sometimes. This is about a necessary pause, a sacred suspension where you're seeing everything from a completely different perspective. Think about it, Virgo. When was the last time you truly let go of control? I know that's hard for you because your sign loves to have everything organized and planned out. But right now, the universe is asking you to surrender. And I don't mean giving up. I mean releasing your grip on how you think things should happen and trusting that something better is being arranged for you. The person who's coming into your life, they're not going to show up while you're still clinging to old patterns or trying to force outcomes. What I'm seeing with the Hanged Man is that you've been holding on to something. Maybe it's an old relationship. Maybe it's an idea of who you thought you'd end up with, or maybe it's just the belief that love has to look a certain way. This card is telling me that your heart is going through a complete reorientation right now. You're learning to see love from a totally new angle. And honestly, this is beautiful, because the person who's meant for you needs to meet this new version of you, not the old one who was tied up in expectations. I'm feeling this energy of voluntary sacrifice too. You might be choosing to be alone right now, choosing to work on yourself, choosing to not settle for less than you deserve. That's the Hanged Man energy right there. You're making a conscious choice to wait, to pause, to really get clear on what you want. And Virgo, this patience is going to pay off in ways you can't even imagine yet. The second card I pulled is the Knight of Wands, and oh my goodness, this energy is completely different from the Hanged Man. After all that stillness and introspection, here comes this rushing, passionate, adventurous energy. This is giving me such strong vibes about the person who's coming into your life. The Knight of Wands is all about action, excitement, and bold movement. This person is not going to tiptoe into your life. They're going to arrive with confidence and enthusiasm. Let me paint you a picture of what I'm seeing. This Knight of Wands person is someone who lives life fully. They're adventurous, they're passionate, they probably have a million interests and hobbies. They might travel a lot, or they're always planning the next exciting thing. They have this infectious energy that makes people want to be around them. And Virgo, I know you might be thinking, but I'm more reserved, more careful. And that's exactly why this person is perfect for you. What I love about this combination is that after you've done all this inner work with the Hanged Man, after you've surrendered and changed your perspective, you're going to be ready for someone who brings excitement and spontaneity into your structured world. The Knight of Wands doesn't just talk about doing things, they actually do them. If they say they're going to call you, they call. If they want to see you, they make it happen. There's no game playing with this person. I'm also getting that this person is going to inspire you to take risks you wouldn't normally take. They're going to encourage you to be more spontaneous, to say yes to adventures, to live a little more in the moment instead of always planning 3 steps ahead. And here's what's interesting. You're not going to feel pressured by this. It's going to feel natural because by the time they show up, you'll have already done the work of loosening your grip on control. The Knight of Wands can also indicate that this person might be from a different background than you, or they might have a completely different lifestyle. Maybe they're more artistic while you're more analytical, or maybe they travel for work while you prefer stability. But these differences are going to complement each other beautifully. They'll bring the fire and passion, while you bring the grounding and practical wisdom. Now the third card, and this one made me smile, is the Tower. I know. People see the Tower and they panic. But hear me out, because in this context, this is actually really positive. The Tower is about necessary destruction, about breaking down old structures that aren't serving you anymore. And when we're talking about who's coming into your life once your heart is free, the Tower is telling me that you're going through a massive breakthrough right now. Think about all the walls you've built around your heart, Virgo. All those protective mechanisms, all those rules about who you should date and how relationships should work. All those fears that have been keeping you playing small in love. The Tower is saying those walls are coming down. And yes, it might feel scary or uncomfortable, but it's absolutely necessary for you to receive the love that's meant for you. I'm seeing that you've had some kind of awakening recently. Maybe you had a realization about a past relationship, or maybe you suddenly understood a pattern you've been repeating. The Tower brings these lightning bolt moments of clarity. It's like suddenly everything makes sense and you can't unsee what you've seen. This is stripping away all your illusions about love and showing you the truth. What's powerful about the Tower in this reading is that it's preparing you for the Knight of Wands. You can't receive that bold, passionate energy while you're still hiding behind old fears and outdated beliefs. The Tower is clearing the space, demolishing the old structures, so something new and better can be built. And here's the thing about Tower moments. They're often not as devastating as we think they'll be. Sometimes they're actually liberating. I'm feeling like you might have recently had something fall apart, or you're in the process of letting something crumble. Maybe it's an old dream about how your love life would look, or maybe it's a connection that you finally realized wasn't right for you. Whatever it is, the Tower is confirming that this destruction is divinely orchestrated. It's making room for what's real and true and aligned with who you're becoming. The fourth card here is the Hermit, and this is so interesting because the Hermit is actually a Virgo card in traditional tarot. This is your energy, your natural state of being. The Hermit is about seeking wisdom, spending time alone, doing the inner work. And seeing this card in a reading about who's coming, once your heart is free, tells me that you're exactly where you need to be right now. The Hermit phase you're in isn't a punishment or a sign that something's wrong. It's a necessary period of soul-searching and self-discovery. You're learning to be comfortable in your own company. You're figuring out who you are without being defined by a relationship. You're developing your inner wisdom and strengthening your connection to your intuition. All of this is preparing you for a much healthier, more balanced relationship when the right person arrives. What I love about the Hermit is that it shows you're not desperately seeking love right now. You're not scrolling through dating apps feeling lonely or settling for connections that don't truly fulfill you. You're holding your own light, walking your own path, and trusting that when the time is right, you'll meet someone who's walking a parallel path. And when your paths cross, it's going to be because you're both ready, not because either of you is trying to fill a void. The Hermit also tells me that the person coming into your life is going to respect and appreciate this independent side of you. They're not going to need you to be available all the time or to sacrifice your alone time. They're going to understand that you need space to recharge, to think, to process. They might even be someone who values solitude themselves, someone who gets that being in a relationship doesn't mean losing yourself. I'm also seeing that this Hermit phase is teaching you discernment. You're learning to trust your gut feelings about people. You're developing the wisdom to recognize red flags early instead of ignoring them. You're getting clear on your non-negotiables in relationships. All of this is going to serve you so well when the Knight of Wands energy shows up because you'll be able to enjoy their passion and enthusiasm without losing your center. The fifth card is Four of Cups, and this is really validating what I've been feeling throughout this reading. Four of Cups shows someone who's a bit disconnected from what's being offered to them. You might have opportunities for connection right now that you're not particularly interested in, and that's completely okay. You're not in a place where just any option will do. You're waiting for something that really moves you. What I'm seeing with Four of Cups is that you might be feeling somewhat apathetic about dating or relationships right now. People might be expressing interest in you, but nothing's really clicking. And again, this isn't a problem. This is you honoring your truth. You know what you've experienced before, you know what hasn't worked, and you're not willing to repeat old patterns just for the sake of being with someone. There's also this energy of contemplation with Four of Cups. You're reflecting a lot on past relationships, on what you've learned, on what you truly want moving forward. You might be spending time thinking about where things went wrong in the past and what you would do differently now. This introspection is valuable because it's helping you become clearer about what you're actually looking for. I'm feeling that the Four of Cups is also showing a kind of divine dissatisfaction. The universe is making sure you're not interested in anything that's not aligned with your highest good. It's like you've been given spiritual blinders so you can't see or be tempted by connections that would take you off your path. This might feel frustrating sometimes, like why can't you just be interested in someone who's interested in you? But trust me, this protection is necessary. The interesting thing is that Four of Cups often shows there's an offering coming from an unexpected place, but the person in the card isn't noticing it yet because they're so focused inward. This tells me that the person who's meant for you might already be somewhere in your periphery, or they're going to appear from a direction you're not currently looking. When you're ready and when you've completed this inward journey, you'll suddenly notice what's been there all along. Now, the sixth card, Nine of Pentacles, is absolutely gorgeous, and it's telling me so much about where you are right now and who's going to match your energy. Nine of Pentacles is the card of independence, self-sufficiency, and cultivated abundance. You've been working on yourself, building your life, creating your own sense of security and beauty. You're not waiting for someone to complete you because you're already whole. This card shows me that you're in a really good place in your life overall. Maybe not everything is perfect, but you've created something solid for yourself. You have your routines, your interests, your friendships, your work. You've built a life that you actually enjoy. And this is so important because it means you're not going to enter your next relationship from a place of lack or neediness. The person who's coming into your life is going to be attracted to this energy of self-sufficiency. They're going to see someone who has their life together, who knows who they are, who doesn't need to be rescued or saved. This is going to be incredibly attractive to them because they're not looking for someone to fix or someone who's going to be completely dependent on them. They want a partner, an equal, someone who brings their own fullness to the relationship. Nine of Pentacles also tells me that you have high standards now, and you should. You've worked hard to create the life you have, and you're not going to let just anyone into your carefully cultivated space. The person who comes in is going to need to add to your life, not complicate it. They're going to need to respect what you've built and support your continued growth. I'm also getting that this person is going to be financially stable and independent themselves. Nine of Pentacles often indicates that both people in a relationship have their own resources and aren't looking to their partner to provide security. This creates a really healthy dynamic where you're choosing to be together because you want to, not because you need to. The seventh card is Six of Wands, and this is giving me such good feelings about the recognition and celebration that's coming for you. Six of Wands is about victory, success, and public acknowledgement. In the context of this reading, I'm seeing that when the right person comes into your life, it's going to feel like a celebration. It's going to feel like finally, things are working out the way they should. Six of Wands tells me that this relationship is going to be visible and maybe even admired by others. Not in a showy way, but people around you are going to see the difference in you when you're with this person. They're going to see how happy you are, how aligned you are, how much you're thriving. Your friends might say things like, "I've never seen you like this," or "You two are so good together." There's also this energy of confidence that comes with Six of Wands. When this person enters your life, you're going to feel more confident in yourself and in your choices. All the work you've been doing during your hermit phase, all the self-development and healing, it's going to pay off in a way that feels like a personal victory. You'll realize that you were right to wait, right to not settle, right to believe that something better was possible. I'm seeing that this person might be someone who's accomplished or successful in their own right. They have their own victories to celebrate, and when you come together, there's this mutual respect and admiration. You're both winners in your own lives, and together you create an even more powerful energy. Six of Wands can also indicate that this relationship might happen somewhat publicly or that you meet through social circles. Maybe you meet at an event, through mutual friends, or in a setting where other people are around. There's this quality of the relationship being blessed or supported by your community, which is really beautiful. The eighth card is Queen of Cups and Virgo. This is such a beautiful energy for you to embody and also to attract. Queen of Cups is deeply emotional, intuitive, and nurturing. She's in touch with her feelings, and she's not afraid of emotional depth. This tells me that the person coming into your life is going to help you access your emotional side in a safe way. Now, I know Virgo energy can sometimes struggle with emotions. You like things to make sense, to be logical, to be organized. But emotions are messy and unpredictable, and that can be uncomfortable for you. Queen of Cups is showing me that you're developing a better relationship with your emotional world. You're learning to feel your feelings without trying to analyze them to death or fix them immediately. The person who's coming is going to have strong Queen of Cups energy, or they're going to bring out this quality in you. They're going to be emotionally intelligent and mature. They'll know how to communicate their feelings clearly without drama or manipulation. They'll create a safe space for you to be vulnerable, which is something you really need because vulnerability doesn't come naturally to you. Queen of Cups is also deeply intuitive, and I'm seeing that this relationship is going to have a strong intuitive component. You might feel like you just know things about each other without having to explain. There's going to be this deep emotional understanding and empathy between you. They're going to get you in a way that feels almost magical. I'm also feeling that this person is going to be nurturing and caring, but not in a smothering way. They'll know when you need support and when you need space. They'll be attuned to your emotional needs even when you haven't voiced them. And importantly, they're going to encourage you to develop your own intuitive abilities and trust your gut feelings. More, the ninth card is Two of Cups, and I actually got chills when this card came out because Two of Cups is the relationship card in tarot. This is the card of partnership, mutual attraction, and balanced love. After everything we've seen in this reading, after all the inner work and waiting and preparation, Two of Cups is confirming that yes, a beautiful partnership is absolutely coming for you. Two of Cups is about equality in relationships. Neither person is more invested or more powerful or more important. It's a true partnership where both people bring their whole selves and meet in the middle. After your experiences with the Hanged Man's perspective shift, the Tower's destruction of old patterns, the Hermit's inner wisdom, and Nine of Pentacles' self-sufficiency, you're ready for this kind of balanced love. What I love about Two of Cups is the genuine mutual attraction it represents. This isn't one-sided or complicated. Both of you are going to be equally interested and excited about the connection. There's going to be natural chemistry and an ease to being together. You won't have to convince them to like you or wonder where you stand. It's going to be clear and reciprocal from the start. I'm seeing that this connection is going to heal a lot for you. Two of Cups has this quality of sacred union, where being with the other person helps you become more whole. It's not that they complete you because Nine of Pentacles showed us you're already complete, but they complement you in ways that help you grow and expand. The Two of Cups also suggests that this relationship could have a spiritual or karmic quality to it. It might feel like you were meant to meet, like your souls recognize each other. There could be this sense of coming home when you're together, and after all the waiting and preparing, this is going to feel so worth it. The 10th and final card is Five of Pentacles, and I want you to stay with me here because I know this card can look challenging, but in this context, it's actually carrying an important message. Five of Pentacles often represents feeling left out in the cold, experiencing hardship, or going through a difficult time. But what I'm seeing is that this card is showing what you're leaving behind, not what you're moving toward. Five of Pentacles tells me that you've been through some lonely times. Maybe you felt left out while watching friends get into relationships. Maybe you've struggled with feeling unworthy of love or wondering if there's something wrong with you because you're still single. Maybe you've had moments of real emotional hardship where you questioned if love was ever going to happen for you. But here's what's significant about Five of Pentacles appearing at the end of this reading. It's showing that this phase is ending. You've walked through the cold, you've survived the hardship, and now you're ready to step into the warmth. All that struggle wasn't for nothing. It was teaching you, strengthening you, preparing you for something better. I'm also seeing Five of Pentacles as a reminder to not close yourself off because of past pain. Sometimes when we've been hurt or disappointed, we can develop a poverty mindset around love, believing that good things aren't available to us or that we don't deserve abundance in relationships. This card is asking you to recognize if you're carrying any of that energy and to consciously choose to release it. The beautiful thing is that Five of Pentacles shows two figures, and often there's help available that they're not seeing. This reminds me of the Four of Cups earlier. There's love and support available to you, sometimes from unexpected sources, but you have to be open to receiving it. You have to believe you're worthy of it. So Virgo, when I look at this entire reading together, here's what I'm seeing about who will come into your life once your heart is truly free. After you've done the inner work with the Hanged Man, after the Tower has cleared away what wasn't serving you, after your hermit phase of self-discovery, after you've built your independent life with Nine of Pentacles, after you've learned to trust your emotions with Queen of Cups, you're going to meet someone who embodies that Knight of Wands energy. This is going to be someone passionate, adventurous, and confident. Someone who takes action and doesn't play games. Someone who's going to bring excitement and spontaneity into your life while respecting your need for independence and emotional depth. The Six of Wands promises that this relationship will feel like a victory, something to celebrate. And the Two of Cups confirms that it's going to be a balanced, mutual, deeply satisfying partnership. But the key is that your heart has to be truly free first. You have to release the old patterns, embrace your alone time, build your own life, and develop emotional maturity. You can't skip these steps and expect the right person to show up. The universe is preparing you for something really beautiful. But you have to do your part. I'm feeling so hopeful for you. Virgo. The cards are showing me that you're on the right path, even when it feels slow or uncertain. Everything you're experiencing right now is necessary. The waiting, the solitude, the inner work, It's all leading somewhere beautiful. And when that Knight of Wands person shows up, you're going to understand why nothing else worked out before. You needed to become this version of yourself first. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep honoring your need for alone time. Keep building your life. Keep developing your emotional intelligence. Keep believing that you deserve a love that's balanced, passionate, and real. It's coming, and when it arrives, it's going to be worth every moment you spent preparing for it. Thank you for spending this time with me, Virgo. I hope these insights resonated with you and gave you some clarity about what's unfolding in your love life. Trust the process and trust yourself. You're exactly where you need to be.